Hi friends, it's Stephanie with Stefsonabudget. Welcome back for another video. We are finishing up our video palooza. This is my sixth and final video that I probably started. It's now 2 o'clock and I probably started at about 10:30. So I'm tired, I'm hot, but I'm really excited for this one. If you probably know what's happening if you caught the thumbnail, but I wanted to come on and announce the opening of my Etsy shop. So I have had so much fun kind of creating these over the last probably 2 months. I don't know, I suffer greatly from just like a confidence thing. 1 minute I'd be like, oh, I love this, I think it'll be great, I'm gonna do it, and then the next minute I'd be like, no, it's not good enough, I'm not gonna do it. But I have bit the bullet and I did officially open my Etsy shop last weekend, I think. So it's only been a couple of days, but I got my first sale on Wednesday, the 7th, September 7th, and I have been, it's my only one, but I've been flying high since. So I'm excited. So I wanted to just share some of the things that you will find in my Etsy shop currently. So yeah, let's jump on in, and I hope that you will click on my link in the description and go check it out for yourselves. And yeah, if you see something you like, I would greatly appreciate your support. So we're gonna start with these little A6 scratchers. Let me also get an envelope really quick, you guys. I just kind of wanted to show you what this will look like. Okay, sorry, I should have been prepared. So let's go through these and I'll show you kind of what they look like as far as in the envelopes go. So this is a 3-pack. You get all 3 of them together. It's Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, my all-time most favorite Christmas movie ever. So there are different denominations. This first one is a Save 50, and this says, looks great, little full, lot of sap. Love it. I love Clark. He's amazing. Such a cool character. And if you scratch these off, underneath are little squirrels, and you will save the number that's underneath. The second one is obviously Griswold eggnog, right? So we've got the little Marty the Moose, right? Is it Marty? I think so. I can't remember. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. But we've got the little moose cup that Clark uses, and this one's a Save 40. So it's a 3-pack, and I think it's great for low budgeters, any income really, as could use these ones. So underneath here, same thing, you'll scratch off and you'll find more little eggnog cups under the scratchers. And then the third one is, of course, we all have to be a Jelly of the Month Club member, right, you guys? So this one is also a Save 40. So it's 2 Save 40s and a Save 50. So very low budget friendly. And underneath here, you will find different assorted jellies and jams for your Jelly of the Month Club subscription. So that is our Christmas Vacation 3-pack of scratchers. They are A6 sized, you guys, so they will fit nicely in an A6 envelope. You do kind of have to bend them a little bit, but once you get it in, it'll fit in there if you want to. You certainly don't even have to stick it in there, but it's A6 sized. Oh, so sorry, Lily's getting home, so here come the doggos. And then just to show you what it looked like in an A5, they fit nicely in there as well. They are laminated also in 3mm laminate and have rounded corners, so you can use them again if you wanted to. So there's our first one. Next up we have, it's another 3-pack, and it's Monsters Inc. theme. So If you've been around a while, you know, Toy Story, Monsters Inc., they're kind of two of my top two Disney movies. So I love Pixar. And this is also a 3-pack. It comes in different denominations, so it's good for any budget really. But this first one is Boo in her little costume, and you'll save $60. And I love this one so much. Underneath here are little Chinese takeout boxes. Remember the part in the movie where, you know, it's chaos when Mike is on his date and they tuck her in the little takeout box. So that's why we went with the takeout boxes. But there's that one. Next up, we have a Save 75, and underneath here are the mini faces of Mike Wazowski. So he's in here in all his glory, making different faces. It's adorable. And then last but not least is a Save 40, and we just kind of have the whole gang here, and you'll scratch off and save the number underneath. And so again, this is another 3-pack that you get all 3 together. They're the A6 sized again, laminated rounded corners, so you can use them multiple times if you wanted. So there's those. Okay, and we're coming up on Halloween season, so of course we had to go with some spooky coffee, right? This is a Save 50, and same thing, you'll just scratch off, save the amount. This one's not laminated, it's a work in progress, but this will come laminated as well, and also has the rounded corners for you. So we've got a Halloween Save 50. I don't know about you guys, but I love like Save 50 and Save 75. They're some of my most favorite ones. Okay, next up we have, oh, let me show you kind of what this one looks like. So that's this scratcher in an A5, and I don't know that it'll fit in the A6. Oh yeah, it will, but it's gonna stick out. Here's what it looks like in the A6. You have it sticks out just a little bit there. So you could certainly do it, it just wouldn't be able to zip your pouch. So that's that one. Okay, next up we have Coffee, Coffee, Coffee. This is the biggest one. It's a Save 100. I believe the highest is a 12. So you won't scratch anything higher than a 12 on here. But under each one are different fun cappuccinos and lattes. So yeah, if you're a coffee lover or maybe you want to save for a coffee budget, this would be great. Also laminated rounded corners, so you can use it again. This is what this one looks like in an A5, so it fits in there nicely, and this one won't fit in an A6. It's just a little bit too big for the A6, so it's definitely A5, or just tuck it in a little folder. Okay, then we have our cute little cow couples. I adore these little guys. They're so cute. This one is a Save 50. Same thing, also laminated, rounded corners, and it's just a Save 50 scratch off. And you just get to look at these cute, adorable cows. I love them. I also created this digital download for the cute little cow couples. And so you'll get 3. I just printed it off to be able to show you guys here today, but they fit nicely in a little A6, and they're kind of a color and save. So there's a Save 75, a Save 45, and then there's a blank one where you can designate, or you can even roll a dice and fill in from that perspective. Again, cute little cows, and I really enjoyed this one. I literally hand drew these little cow spots, you guys. So this one was really fun to make. So there's our little cow couples. I'm going to set them to the side so they're not distracting. Okay, and then we also have a digital download. You'll get all 3 in the download, and these are kind of our Monsters Inc. themed ones. So we've got a Save 40, Save 80, Save 100. So they're kind of good for every budget too, I think. And they're just a color in the square. But you just have Monsters Inc., Mike, of course, and then you have the gang there. So also another digital download, so they'd be great to pair with the scratcher. Okay, and then of course you guys knew I had to start with some sort of Harry Potter themed something or another, right? So this is what I came up with. It is a letter-sized paper, and you essentially, let me, so it's a little game board, but you will essentially roll the dice. So we're getting ready for Hogwarts. So the instructions say, get ready for Hogwarts, roll a dice to get through the game path, stop at the scratcher, pick up a needed item for your year at Hogwarts. You will learn new spells along the way. Each spell costs to learn, so look at the table to find out how much you owe for each spell. So essentially, we would roll along the board, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you land on a number, you're just gonna save that amount that's in the box. And then when you land on, so you can do it either way. It's your game, you decide. You can either land on the spot and scratch, you can get to it, stop and scratch. That's kind of the idea, but you certainly don't have to do that. These are lower numbers. In total, I think you'll, if I'm remembering correctly, you'll save 150 by the time you finish the whole game board. And so the 4 items are kind of a higher number. Nothing too crazy, but they're going to be bigger than like what you see here. And then the spells are kind of like a medium number. So if I were to land, so that's how you handle the big ones. And then if I were to land on the spell, so let's say I land on Engorgio, which is one of my favorite. That part in that movie is hilarious. But I would essentially come up to the table, I'd find the Engorgio spell, scratch, and I would save that amount as well. So that is how you play A Year Through Hogwarts by Stephanie. I'm excited. I really love the way this one turned out. I think it's going to be fun and cute. So that's the Hogwarts game. And then we also have a Home Alone game board, because this one would have to be probably my second favorite Christmas movie. So we're getting ready for the holidays. It's going to be very similar to the Hogwarts one we just went through, but the instructions on this one say, save your way at a Kevin's fun house, roll a dice and move along the game board. When you run into one of Kevin's traps, scratch and pay to move along. So basically, you're like Harry and Marv and you're getting jacked up in Kevin's house. So you'll roll, and same thing, you'll just, if you land on a number, you'll save what's in the number. You're going to save 150 on this one as well. And then when you get to the, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's say I roll a 6, I'm going to have to scratch to get through here to land on 6. But again, it's your game, you guys. You play it how you want. So you can either, you know, scratch it to get through, or you can scratch when you land on it, however you want to do. Again, these are going to be kind of bigger numbers versus what you see on the game board. But I love this. You have to get through the icy stairs. You have to get through the tarred and feathered, the tar nail. You're going to get an iron to the face and a blowtorch to the head. You know, the paint cans to the face, and then of course the tarantula. And then when you get to the end, I just love this. It says, you guys give up or you're thirsty for more, and then you play again. So that is Home Alone game board from Stefsonabudget. So those are our 2 game boards. And then I'm going to pause you guys for a quick second because I am missing one. So I'm going to grab that real quick and we'll finish up. Okay, friends, sorry about that. Thanks for letting me pause you for a second. Okay, I had to grab the rest of them. So the last of our scratchers is going to be this Spider-Man, which I absolutely love. I just thought I was so cheeky. Like, with great savings comes great wealth. So this one is a total save 75, and it's just Spider-Man like flying through the streets of New York, and the image is all blurred because he's zooming by. I really like this one. It's probably one of my most favorite ones so far. But yeah, so that's the last of the scratchers. They're all up and listed on the Etsy. By the time you see this, the dashboard should be up there too, but I'm still working on getting these ones listed. Okay, friends, let's try this again. I think Video Palooza is killing my phone here. But last but not least, we have a couple of dashboard options. So you'll have an A5 option and an A6 option. The A5s are kind of in this like book butterfly flower theme. So I just thought they were really pretty, and you'll be able to obviously customize what you want the titles to be on these. And I plan to kind of sell them in like increments of 2, so like 6, 8, 10, 12, because I know everybody has kind of a different amount of envelopes that you're working with. But here's just kind of an idea. These are my personal ones, so these are some of the options that I went with. So I've got like water, gas, electricity, cell phone, and you can see they're all kind of a different variation of that same theme. Car insurance. Yeah, and these fit in the A5. I'm like hovering over the phone to make sure it doesn't stop recording again. So if my voice sounds different, closer or something, that's what's going on. But that's how they will look in the A5 envelope. So they fit in there nicely. Whoop. Okay, and then we have a set of A6 kind of Disney themed dashboards. These are again my own personal ones. I am in love with these. There'll be a list of, these are just some of the Disney options that I chose, some of my favorites. You will have more options that you can kind of choose from. So like Dalmatians, princess themed, you'll have some more options for something that you like. You'll be able to kind of customize. The font is in this kind of Disney font. But yeah, this is the A6 size. So an example using my own, this is like groceries, water, spending, Atlantis. I love that movie. Lilo and Stitch, miscellaneous. Pudge is going to have his PB&J. Monsters Inc. So the Monsters Inc. will have its Monsters Inc. font, so that would be a little bit different. And then Toy Story will have its Toy Story font, so that's a little bit different than, like, say, the Disney font. This is what it looks like in the A6 envelope. This is also what they look like in the A5. So, even if you're kind of moving over, they're diversible. You can use these in both. The A6 size, I do want to show you guys this so you don't freak out. They are kind of a snugger A6 fix, so they're laminated, they're durable. Don't be afraid to kind of work it in there. So I typically kind of just bend mine a little bit and then shimmy it on in. And then it looks like this. I like the snugger fit for the A6. It just fills the entire envelope. But I do have a smaller A6 size. If this is, if you're not, if you don't care for that, just message me and let me know. I can kind of shrink it down a little bit. But that's a look at the dashboards. So yeah, that's kind of everything. I wanted to just say one last thing about the scratch offs. I know not everybody loves the laminate because of the glare if you're filming for YouTube. So if you personally want it not laminated, you can let me know. It's gonna look like this. They come laminated automatically, so if you don't want them, you'll have to message me with your purchase to let me know, hey Steph, don't laminate it. I'm going to turn my ring light on and you can kind of like see the difference on why some prefer not to have the laminate and some like it. I actually prefer the lamination because then I can use them again, but I totally understand for those filming who might not. So there's my ring light. Here's the non-laminated, so you're not getting that same glare that you might with like the lamination if you're filming. So again, if you don't want them laminated, you'll have to message me to let me know because they naturally come that way. So okay guys, that is everything. I hope that you love these items as much as I do. I know that there's a lot of options out there, but I really hope that you'll consider purchasing a challenge from me. That is everything. Thanks for joining me for a video, guys. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.